Welcome back, everyone. My name is Tony Lau, and we're back for part 2 of the life analysis video from last time. We're picking up from where we left off in the last video. We're gonna continue going through how we're gonna fully arrange a person's big luck. Find out exactly what type of luck you'll be in. So we have gone through what types of luck is out there for big luck. There are like the helper luck from the benefactor. There are the money luck where you bring in money or lose money if it's bad. Where you have the authority luck. We call it the power luck. It could be bad if you're in a bad situation. You could get like power without the benefit in a bad situation. And there's also the creative luck where you can come up with either good idea or bad idea. Depends on your luck situation. And then there's also the personal luck where you dedicate yourself into something, rather it's gonna pay out at the end or you're just gonna waste your time. And we also gone through how to calculate when the luck might happen. There are a number of possibilities with big luck. Big luck, for those that forgot, big luck is just a major set of luck that could happen in 10 year or 20 year. It depends on how we calculate them. Annual lucks are the one that happen every year. They changes. So big luck is important because you can see the trend of where your life is going. So two things we need before we can start the arrangement. One is whether this person is a male or female. Now that's gender assigned at birth. Were they born in a yin year or yang year? This allows us to determine if they are a yang or yang, male or female. They're in place into the calculation into rather like we calculate the float forward or calculate the float backward. That is if you're a yang female or yang male, then you go forward. On the opposite side, you reverse the flow when we do the calculation. That's actually a very important thing. We need to get it right in the beginning. Because the last thing we want to avoid is to do all these calculations and find out, oh, we actually did the flow in the wrong order. And you get the whole thing wrong. That'd be very bad. You don't want to mess with people's life like that. And the second thing we've gone through how to do it in the last video, and that's to calculate when the first big luck begins. It could be anywhere from 0 to 9. So they could start at age 0, 1 to 9. Then it gets increment by 10 years. And we also learned how to do heavenly stem and earthly branches in the last video, correct? If you forgot, just watch that one. Very important for you to understand that so we know what we're doing in this video. So let's use the example we used in the last video. And that is 1997 and July 1st. And so from this calendar, we learn how to calculate the free pillar just by looking at this. So it's all in Chinese, but the word in yellow tells us what the pillar is just by looking at the calendar. Time is a little difficult to explain, but it does have a correlation to the date that you were born in. So let's put the pillars here on the screen. So as you can see, the three pillars are listed here from the birthday. And we use the calendar to determine that. It is color coded based on the elements. Now we haven't actually determined whether this is a male or female person. Yang male or yin female will go forward in the heavenly stem and the earthly branches, while yin male and yang female will float backward in the reverse order. So by my calculation, let's go back to the calendar. It's July 1st, and then you go back a month. Now assuming this person is a male, 1997 is Ding Chao. Ding is yin fire. So that means this person is a yin male. So you go the reverse order. So we want to flow backward. So between July 1st, 1997 to June 6th. So between July 1st to June 6th, that's about 24 days. Divide that by 3, you get 8. So his first annual luck should begin in age 8. Let's put it in there. So how do we do this? How do we find out the first set of big luck? Well, to do that, we got to use the pillar in the month column. And that is Ding Wu. Since it's a yin male, just put it there like. Okay, so before Ding, there is Yi. And then before Wu, there is Xi. Next, we'll increase it by 10 years. So 18, let's put it here. And so before Yi, we have Jia. And underneath, we have Shen. It's actually just a coincidence how it matches the date column. So don't be confused with that. 28, 38. Okay, keep going. Next, we have a Gui. So we go back to the end of it. Jia is the first heavenly stamp, and then Gui is the last one. So we loop back to the end of it. Gui Mao is the next one. And then you have Ren Yan. Okay, after Ren Yan, we have Xin Chao. At age 58, we have Genshi. Then we have Ji Hai. Right there first. Here we did the loop again because Ji was the first of the branch, and then Hai is the last one of the branch. And then at 78, we have Wushu. So hope it's not too messy to read. It helped me when I look at it. At a glance, I can say, oh, this person has this type of luck. So the type of big luck will be primarily determined by the earthly branches. Generally, we use the stem at the top as more a secondary reference to explain a certain event happening in that phase of life. So let's try to group these together. We know that Mao Yin above wood, Xi Hai above water. So that tells me that this phase of life will be a 20-year phase instead of a 10-year phase. Now looking at their season of birth, this person was born in the heat of summer. Hence, wood and fire are harmful to this person. Since he has fire from age 8 to 18, this tells me that he did not have a very good childhood, probably struggle in school. He had to try really hard to get through, particularly in grade school. Since he has fire, so that is the fire in this first phase. Xi, having wood at the top is not helping either. So you have fire and wood. So definitely he's struggling in life. However, since his luck start at age 18, then that's Chen here. So Chen is earth with water. So probably did much better in college compared to his grade school year. But then having wood at the top isn't helping him as well. And starting from like 28 to 48, that's the wood phase here, from 28 to 38. And then 38 to 48, 20 year. And we can tell that Wood is bad for him because he's born in summer and he himself was born on a wood day. So how do you know he was born on a wood day? We just look at his date pillar here. So Ja tells me he's a wood baby. This represents himself. So when you're born on a certain day, like I was born on a water day, so water is myself. But if you're born on wood day, wood is your own element. That represents you. But what happened when that element is harmful to you? So this tells me that he probably have a career in his 30 and 40 that he put quite a bit of effort in there, but most likely didn't go anywhere. He just mostly grinding without seeing the reward. Okay, now let's move on to 48 to 58. And that's earth with water. That means the hard work he put in his 20 and 30 probably didn't go to waste. It might have paid off later on in life. When you look at luck, it's always black and white. You gotta look at the whole picture. Then you get the full story. Like Chow tells me like he's hitting a new phase in life. It's probably because of the work he put in is paying off. Or possibly the network he know now he has some help from external factor that people come in and oh you did such a good job back then. Let me like help you with some of this stuff. And I think the peak of his life happens at age 58. So from 58 to 78, 20 years of good luck from the water element. The water is a beneficial element to him as anyone else born in the summer. Like I was born in summer, so water and metal are great for me as well. And anyone I know who's born in summer are really beneficial when the winter season comes because they love the opposite element. The same reason for anyone born in the winter and autumn appreciates summers more because they enjoy the summer element with the heat and the wood. Now, water gives life to wood, which is himself, and that represents a benefactor. So that tells me water is his benefactor element. So that means external support could be like his boss, could be family, could be someone else other than him in life. Someone above is helping him. That's what water is to this person. So looking at this, I think he'll have a good chance of retiring nicely in this time frame, depending on how responsible he was with finances early in life. So 78 to 80 is Earth with fire, which tells me it's just going to be average for him. By this time, he should already be retired at age 78. I hope if you're watching this and you're 78, I hope you're retired too. Also, it tells me there's a chance he could pass away in these 10 years, given the time frame 78 to 88. A lot of people live around that time, and having the bad luck would give him this minor setback that could push him to the afterlife. Not always, but it could happen. One thing I noticed is people tend to pass away near the year where the big luck shifts. I know people that pass away and sometimes I look at their birthday and it usually happens during the year when the luck shift. Of course, there are other circumstances that plays a factor as well, such as a world event. For example, if you live in a war-torn country and you have bad luck, the chance of you dying is pretty high compared to living in a developed country with proper social safety net. Like if you have bad luck in a society that's well structured to take care of unfortunate, then you just be on that system where you collect welfare or whatever, like versus a country where they don't take care of the poor and sick, they just end up dying on the street. That's a bad situation you don't want to be in. And that's why if you live in a struggling country. Having bad luck could mean life and death. Now, assuming he survives, he lives in a developed country. Then maybe he lives with his family later in life where he gone broke. And then he survived to 88. There's a really good chance that he could make a comeback and live until 108. Because beyond that, we didn't write it down. But after 78 is 88. That's middle for 20 years. So he could live until 108. And that's why having good luck later in life is not a bad thing. It could mean you could live longer and happier. So now I want to challenge all of you to look at your own big luck. Share your finding in the comment section or in the new Facebook group we just started, links down below. See what you guys come up with. Ask any question if you're not sure about. I'm always checking the comments and the new Facebook group. Also check out these videos if you haven't seen them before. I'll see you next time.